I grew up making things out of nothing. I loved creating. I was influenced with music at a very, very young age, so that was part of my upbringing. That's kind of always been in me, creating in many different ways. I've been a full-time recording artist, musician, performer for the majority of my art career. I have ventured in the last little while into painting, and I get so much joy out of the visual arts. And my newest venture is writing books. I've written 3 so far, one being a poetry, coffee table book, a children's book, and my second children's book, which is When Sunny Came to Town. This book was published a few months ago in May, and it talks about simply sharing your gift. Everybody has a talent of some sort, but it doesn't become a gift until you share it. I always have said, what comes from the heart reaches the heart. So I'm always inspired to put everything I have into every art project that I do in hopes that it'll take it where it needs to go and reach the people that need to see it. I always like to think that my dream writing session is going to be sitting by the lake. And I never seem to get as much writing done in those dream spots. The majority of the writing and the better writing that I think I might do is done while I'm driving. I can really focus, there's nothing distracting me. It seems to just flow out of me when I'm moving and going down the road. And that's how Sunny Came to Town started. The majority of it was written while I was driving down the road, and then I would fill in bits and pieces here and there after that. Both my children's books, including the new one, have an interactive page in the back where I want kids to maybe think about what they've read and might help them digest a little bit better what they've just read. And it's just creates a nice discussion and opens up the door to maybe some creativity. I think that the world is full of talented and gifted people, and I wanted to emphasize the importance of sharing your talents and gifts with others and the difference that it makes. The book talks about a little fellow named Sunny. Now, Sunny happens to be my grandson. I wrote this book when he was about 18 months old. He was already playing instruments like guitar, ukulele, or trying to play and trying to sing. His grandpa and I have played music to him since the day he was born. Watching him play and sing, of course, the family thinks it's a lot of fun and brings us a lot of joy, but I've seen him in other situations where other people have watched him do that and what joy it brings to everybody. And I thought that would be a great premise to emphasize a gift that someone could share and the difference that it makes. The illustrations for this book and my former children's book were done with photography. So I did the photo shoots for this one, and then digital imagery and graphic work after that. And from here on, I think my children's books will have the same kind of look. Hopefully someday people will recognize, oh, that's an Eli Barsi children's book. So that's the road that I want to go down with the illustrations. EliBarsi.com is the best place to find out where I'm playing, find out more about me, listen to my music, see everything that I have available. You can certainly take a lot of lessons from watching children and how they do just run wild and laugh and have fun, and they sing like nobody's listening and dance like nobody's watching. And why do we lose that when we get older? It's a good lesson, I think, for everybody to not let go of that. And if an adult was reading this book to their child or a teacher to her classroom, I would hope that they might get a little pep in their step and maybe think, oh yeah, you know, I always wanted to do this, or I always wanted to do that. Maybe it's not too late. Maybe I can go for it after all and give it a shot, see what happens.
If you have program ideas you'd like to see on MaxTV Local, let us know at SaskTel.com/local.